Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to my page. My page about common sense. But I try to keep it down. I did a nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, that means it's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listener discretion is advised. Go on down a rabbit hole, not up your asshole. Now, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put the shit down below. Check my description and know who the fuck I am. Alright, okay. I'm your one and only Gen X psychopath on the internet. You can't defeat me. Truly. Bat out of hell, schizo, like the motherfucking Joker. The emerald pillar cannot be stopped. Emerald pill. Take the emerald pill, not the green pill. The green pill is okay. But the emerald pill, however, is more worth than the color green. You got that? All right, let's get on with the topic for today. Today's topic will be about beware people who are not, they didn't understand the concepts of video games. Okay, so I don't know how to title this, okay, but you can title it something, okay? I don't know. But you have to understand the correlation between a person who plays games and they are religious at the same time. You can't be religious when you're a gamer. Let me reiterate this and elaborate. You cannot be religious. Why is that so? Okay. Over the years of eons of millennials, I've been gaming ever since the asteroids came out on the Vectrex. And I was playing on Atari 2600, 7600. And then I started realizing Kid Icarus came out on Nintendo. Kid Chameleon came out, Bunker's Adventure. Then you got Dragon Quest, you got Dragon Warrior. Yo. As you play games, your third eye becomes open. It's just a natural sense of knowledge. Forbidden knowledge, if you want to say it that, or Gnostic knowledge. But as you play games over the years, I wrote a list of things here. You start to learn, even if you're a comic book person, this relates to comic books as well. So in your right mind, if you say you're religious to me and you say you're a gamer, you are a hypocrite. This is why I don't talk to most people. I'm like, why do you believe in such nonsense when you can just easily do research on the origins of religion? You already know there's older religions, this Christianity. That's common sense, right? You know there's plagiarism when you think about the Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita records. All the other religions that come after, Hinduism and Judaism, is just spit image of those older religions. You don't know that yet? You know when you play a video game or you are basically reading comic books, you know that world, that's a third eye you're opening there. Did you know that? You start to realize there's other worlds out there. I wonder if this is true, if there's a God. Did you know Stan Lee created a character, a fictitious character, which are called the Watchers, that watch over the suffering of mankind, and they feed off of this energy? Your mind should be automatically, this is possible, right? We could be trapped here in the prism or vortices or even the Matrix if you watched it, right? But there's a knuckle-headed NPCs out there, and I keep telling them, stop believing in the hype. You don't even know if that sun is real, but you look at in the telescope to think that's real because you saw it in the telescope. They don't understand what empirical evidence is. They don't know what that shit is. You don't know if the earth is flat or not. So you are just hypothetically thinking what it is. You think that the clouds is moving this way, and you have no construct of what the fuck the Matrix is. This whole thing could be a program. They don't know, but they'll keep saying to you, it's real. You don't even know if I'm real. Now, if you're a gamer and you are basically in the world of fantasy, your mind should automatically be focused on possibilities, probabilities, okay? Things of possibilities. You should be agnostic. You're skeptic about everything because you don't actually. Socrates and King Solomon are the wisest individuals that's ever documented. Y'all should know that, right? Socrates is the one that the oracle says is the wisest of them all in Greek mythology, or if you want to say it, or you want to call it philosophy, Greek philosophy. Okay, you have to understand also the wisest man who controlled demons is King Solomon the Great, who had more wives than anybody in the whole world, including Genghis Khan. No one can stop King Solomon. He controlled demons. He had demons built for him. If the story's true or not, it doesn't matter. But people are locked in this world. Maybe you're just bystanding NPCs like in the game. When you play in those fantasy worlds like Dragon Quest or The Legend of Zelda, people are locked in. They're locked in. And that's what this world is about. For you to be locked into something different. So we can all have an experience. Because we all are gods. And who says we're not gods? Okay? You don't know shit. Okay? You don't know shit. So when I ask you a question like ... you should, your best answers is I do not know. I do not have the information to know that knowledge. Right? But most people do not. They always think they have the answer, but they don't have the answer. Like I tell people all the time, how do you know if someone's evil when you don't personally know them themselves? Just because you saw it on TV? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, man. And that's what happened to Charlie Kirk, okay? People don't know him, but he wanted to snipe him out. He didn't want to hear him out. He didn't want to ask him any questions. Instead, he just wanted to take matters in his own hand because he was so angry and ignorant that he didn't even try. He didn't even try to ask questions. He just became an angry old fool, okay? Old snowman. A sniper at best. And of course, I just want to say that. You should not trust people in general. I don't understand how people can just easily believe the hype that's on the TV. In the 80s and into the 90s, there was a song called Don't Believe the Hype by Public Enemy. Okay, I remember that. And the thing is that people just believe the hype all of the goddamn time. They have no recollection on why they came here. Let's use common sense. You have not seen yourself born from your mother's womb. You have not seen them. You may look in a picture and say, oh, I look kind of like my mom. But there's people who look like your mom all across the world. Okay? So please, you guys must stop this bullshit and this nonsense. You believing in anything. You just can't believe in shit. Okay? Your ultimate goal in this world is to have fun and experience what this life has to offer. It is a school, goddammit. We are living in the matrix. There is no such thing as anything, okay? Because laws have to be taken into account through religion, which is a great evil for a greater good, so we all can have something instead of conquering one another all of the time. We are all parasites upon the earth. We should know that, right? But too bad a lot of people don't believe in that, okay? If you're a gamer or you're a comic book person, you better not say to me you're religious. I'm just going to just clearly tell you we are not compatible, okay? And of course, what else is there, okay? I just want you guys to understand, everyone wears a mask. Most people are delusional. Indeed, they are. But they'll call me delusional because I'm schizo, okay, right? Okay, but it's okay, yeah. The Holy Spirit is a third voice that talks to you, okay? And it's not your own conscience. It will just say something out of the blue, okay? Okay? And you know that's not just yourself, because you're just minding your business and you hear, what the fuck? Okay, come out of your head. Then you know that's not you. That's the Holy Spirit telling you, look out. Don't go down that street. It's just a weird intuition feeling. Men have it more than women, because women's intuition does not exist, babies. All right, okay, let's go down to the NPCs and the EDBs. In the past, it was called EDBs, emotional douchebags. People who rely completely on their emotions are people not to be trusted. They smoke cigarettes. They hang with other people that they're not supposed to. Stay away from them. I warned you. Okay, but anyway, you're going to have to listen to me. Most people don't care about your feelings. Okay, you know that's a fact. Okay, most foods are bad for you because our foods are not really meant for us. We ain't supposed to be eating animals. You know that. That's not our natural foods. But you could eat them sometimes if you want it to be a luxury. We need protein in our system. But please, guys, teach about different branches of belief systems. There's many different branches of systems in the world. Okay, and religion is just one of those things. Okay, there's different types of beliefs and philosophies that have been carried over through generations past, so we won't repeat the past. Okay, because that'll be your ass, right? And There are good demons and there are bad demons. When people say good and bad, I'm like, what do you mean by that? Okay, like, how do you know if a demon is bad? Okay, because sometimes things can be cause trouble for your life, and it's intended so you can learn what this life is about. You have to look at it on an optimistic point of view, but there's people who are pessimistic about the point of view. Do you understand? Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And today I am going to go practice my hook shots today. I'm supposed to Uber for someone today. And of course, that's all I gotta say, okay? But I gotta practice my hook shots. They do go in pretty good, pretty often. But please don't trust people. Don't be so easily fooled because of a pretty face, okay? Focus on your health more than anything else. Focus on isolation of yourself rather than hanging with infidels who don't know any better, and you will be fine. You know how to contact me. Check my description box. If you need a father figure, focus on my Facebook first, and then contact me from there, okay? Leave a message, a clear message, because I don't like talking to strangers. You have to say, this is da-da-da, I find your content interesting, and I want to sign up for you. And you got to be direct and honest. And if you're not, I'll help you there. Don't worry, okay? But if you're playing games and you're being vague, I'm gone. I don't have time for little kids, okay, and women overall in general, and young little boys, little busters and simps. But that's all I really gotta say, guys. Religion, the correlation of religion and video games and comic books. Video games, comic books are the third eye. Religion is not the third eye. People who believe in religion is living in fear, false evidence appearing real, because they do not believe in morals. They don't have common sense enough to know to do some research to find out if it's the truth or not. They believe in Jesus and Mary. Yeah, you better watch it. Peace.